Good evening, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you this week's edition of Storm. We're going to try real damn hard to follow up on Supernova Pro's Scars and Stripes. If you missed that show, when we are done, go check that ish out. The man we see walking down the aisle right now, King Feck, his boy the Prodigy, was in action down there. Without spoilers, the boy showed up. Feck was originally scheduled to have a tag team match with his partner. However, signals got crossed. There was a bunch of fan votes, things that happened. So Feck is out here representing for Air Chaos. Not sure who his opponent is now, rather. We will wait and see. And apparently, if you weren't sick of Mayhem yet today, you're about to be. And Feck unfortunately drew the ire of Amadeus Keith. And as Steve just pointed out, yes, the doctor is at me. It is my birthday, and apparently Onslaught's coming out to ringside to support his fellow Mayhem Haas member. The Apes of Wrath are here tonight. Also, side note, not 73. I feel like I'm 73 right now because I'm still fighting that plague I was fighting with last show. Marginally better. I'm only hacking up half of a lung now every time I cough my brains out for 5 minutes at a stretch, as opposed to the entire lungs for 10 minutes a stretch. So, progress. And apparently the Mayhem Lantern made its trip from Scars and Stripes today. Church of Ripley found a new member today, also not spoiling that. You'll have to watch Scars and Stripes. Plugs for your triad, boys. It's been a while since we've seen Keith and Onslaught in action here. I don't know which one Feck is getting. It could be Feck, it could be Keith, it could be Onslaught. Oh no. Apparently, Feck pissed somebody off. Feck gets dropped in a backbreaker by Keith. Apparently, he's got both Apes of Wrath. Oh, man. He's getting waylaid on now by the Hosses. Fighting back with the King Hippo punch on Onslaught. Keith right there with the forearm, and then a nasty lariat from Onslaught. Keith showing the strength, has him up deadlift into the snap powerbomb. Onslaught forearm in the face, trying to get the quick cover here, and we're still going. I'm sorry if I'm Feck, I'm letting them pin me right now. Takes a ride on another power bomb. I don't know, man, but Onslaught has him up into the choke slam. And the Apes of Wrath just having their way right now. Prodigy's likely still out with the X Factor in company, celebrating things. I can't say which things, but things. Unless he's watching right now, probably has no idea this is going on. Feck up, dropped in the military press. I think Feck's only got in maybe King Hippo punches and a chop of offense. Getting absolutely worked right now by a whole lot of Mayhem beef. Oops, steps off European uppercut, more offense. Onslaught right there, though, to pick up the scraps. Introducing him the hard way to the shoulder post. And Feck's busted open right now. I'm sure that there's probably internal bleeding at this point. Gets taken out with the alley-oop. Keith has him up one more time. Power game, gut buster. Has him up and over with the Baker toss. Three count, fast count this. No, in fact, still trying to show that he's not going out like no bitch. Kicks out again. Trying to pull some Suzuki-like effort here. Apparently Onslaught's watched a few Hawaiian matches back from 1992, going for that crush. He's getting stomped out right now. Key for him to face big frame. Beck kicks out again. Onslaught turns the head, stopped right in the center of the forehead, trying to just aggravate that wound. Onslaught snaps off the DDT. Beck's bleeding so much he almost looks like he's trying to cosplay as Onslaught at this point. Gets brought up. Just to get rocked right back down with the Uranage. Or an Uranage, if I'm going overly Japanese pronunciation. Nasty Mongolian chop from Keith. Shot down low. Irish whip sends Feck out to the outside, and the Apes are following. Feck showing some life, fights back with the King Hippo punch. Gets taken out by a nasty clothesline by Onslaught. And this is just brutal right now. Sent back in the hard way. Has the knee lifted up just to get spiked back off the mat. Onslaught looks like he slipped on something. Has him up, belly to back suplex. Keith showing off that power one more time, has him up, another sick deadlift powerbomb. Onslaught taking his time to just pose because at this point he doesn't even need to show up anymore. In fact, still trying to fight for his very soul right now. Gets chop blocked. Oh, no, fights out of the choke slam, though. Onslaught spins him around, has him hooked up in the sleeper. As cinched in deep, turns it into the sleeper slam. And the biggest men in Mayhem right now. Doing nasty Mayhem things. Brought the hard way, spun back out into another Uranage. Keeping Onslaught slight bit of miscommunication there. Back on the same page of murder. Everything's good. And Feck still trying to survive. Chop underneath the throat. Keith's got him up. Almost 8 feet in the air with the vertical. And now just squatting with him. Turns into the vertical. Onslaught runs through the bionic elbow. Apparently seeing some Tim Heel action. Feck out at 2.9. We got a Memorial Day chicken wing. By God. That King Hippo elbow gets caught right with the kick in the sternum, though. Anytime he even gets in one bit of offense, the other hoss is right there to clean up. Mongolian chop. Fights back with the jawbreaker, gets caught with a big boot though from Onslaught. And the numbers are just entirely too much. Keith trying to keep this thing slow and just grounded. At this point, I think they just want to punish Feck for, I don't know, His shoes being partially too blue. He's got him goozled, turns into a back wheel trip. And just introduces him forward face plant. Not even bothering to hook the legs at this point. Using the massive frames. Onslaught stop to the back of the head, the shortest of curb stops. Now apparently it's Keith's turn to posture. Right back to work with that 1992 brain crush. If they don't know where Onslaught's from, I don't know if I can call it a Kona crush or a Polynesian crush or a what. Kick down low, clubbing blow to the back. In fact, wisely rolls to the outside. Keith immediately out there to give chase. Goes out with the right hand. Once the slam, Feck's gonna fight back. A caught between a rock and a bigger rock. Feck meet barricade. Keith headlocked him into that shot right into that cut. That is 3 count up to 5. Rising knee strike. We are up to 7. At this point, I don't even know if Mayhem wants to win. I think they're just out here to hurt somebody. And we got a double count out. Again, I don't even think they care. They were just out here to seek and destroy. We're going to try to get some medical help down there because it's looking bad for the keg. Apparently you can have countouts in handicap matches. We're going to run with it. Apparently Mayhem matches have to end in countout here now because that's 3 matches in a row of theirs that have ended in a countout, I think. So, yeah, no. This one, tag team champions. Well, half of the tag team champions. Aro Suzuki. One of the names in the hat for Rookie of the Year. One half of our current tag team champions. Going to be flanked with his champion partner, Midori. Taking on one half of their number 1 contenders, Carmelo Storm, being flanked by B Storm. I don't know if there's stipulation rights at hand. I don't know if this is just kind of, testing the waters against each other. But we do know that when Dragon Ascent took on their last number 1 contenders, the Pack, they swept them in the one-on-one competitions. Which was weird to say that both little guys beat 2 Haas's. But that's what they've been doing all year. But on the flip side of that, so have Storm Team 3. Both of these teams are undefeated in tag team action here in Blitz. Their singles records may not replicate that, but when they are unified, they are both indestructible. The Brass actually wanted to book them in a non-title match tonight. I had to have cooler heads prevail and use logic and say that if the fans would rather see the undefeated streak end at Curse of the Fire Penguin. So begrudgingly, that's what we're going with. Neither team will have tag team matches until the next pay-per-view. Dragon Ascent out first. Both men wearing their first title since becoming Triad members. Midori going back 3 seasons in high class. Always came close to being a champion, was never able to seal the deal. And this is Suzuki's first year, so. Midori doing all the flippity-dippity, jumpy over things that he do. Mello and BWO Storm. If they can find a way to upset Dragon Ascent, I gotta believe they're gonna be in running for at least our tag team of the year. We know Next Gen, high likeliness to just get overall tag team of the year. And there's that lovely plague. There's Suzuki. Carmelo Storm. Accidental Blitz Division action. There's the bell. Running dropkick stuffed immediately by Mello. Quick snap off DDT. Does not want to let Suzuki get rolling. That being said, Mello can fly with the best of them, turning it almost a game over neckbreaker. Dragon Ascent's been ramping up the aggression since becoming champions. Kick down low. Rapid kick succession to that chest plate. Oh, roundhouse to the mid finish. Roadhouse. Basement dropkick to the knees. Keep Suzuki grounded, kick down low. Butterflies the arms up and over into the butterfly suplex. Kicked out before it even starts. Reverse on the whip. Mello sent neutral corner. Suzuki runs through his hands, bringing into the back elbow. Second rope. Into the 450. Not even the second rope. The bottom turnbuckle. Man did a 450. Freaky, geeky agility. Letting the fist fly, turn right into a hip toss counter. Kick down low. With these guys back and forth here. Miller looking right into his corner, wanting kind of confirmation from his partner. Suzuki rolls through the kick, hits that single leg drop kick. Raking the face, brings him up, cuts him down with a Canadian reverse DDT. Saki kick, stomp to the ribs. Brings him up one more time. Canadian reverse. One of these days I'll explain why I call it the Canadian reverse. Knee drop. Beck apparently tweeting from the back, he's alive. Stomp from Suzuki. Into that bow and arrow lock, has him stretched over the knees. Flips out, into the cover, gets pushed off immediately. Quick duck under, Dragon with a snappy persuasion. Bridged out, 3 count, took a second. Barely got a 1 count out of it. Wilford 1 count. Suzuki take out to the apron. Storm's gonna clamp on that arm lock. I don't know who thought that was a good idea to bring it into the season. Nasty boot to the mush. Right in front of Midori. He's getting right in Storm's face. First on the whip, Suzuki sends him back in. No countouts quite yet. Suzuki turned it into an almost bangerang. Only one revolution though. What's the quick tornado gourd buster, I suppose? Storm picks up the dead weight, runs through with Alaria, makes it a pair. Ducks line from Suzuki off the ropes, pops up into the drop kick. Storm feeling a little something here. Has Suzuki up, turn into that spin out DDT. Midori distracts the ref, paying dividends out there. Suzuki then fights back with the European. Storm though caught him slipping. Hangs him up on the ropes. Takes him for the ride, springs up and off. Eye of the Storm. Back press leg hooked in. Midori back up on the apron again. You gotta count it to 15 there. Storm now has that arm locked, trying to rip out the shoulder. And 3 count is seen enough. Midori, you, sir, are out of here. Midori then fights back, springboard Phoenix Splash, got nothing but mats. Nice spinning soul kick. Turn into the spike DDT. Yeah, dude, Ascent have gotten cocky now that they're champs. They've kind of gone the way of the douchebag. And Mello picks up the win. After all of that. That stupidly impressive bottom rope 450, which freaky deaky, flippy dippy. So much of Mello's offense tries to work on the knees to set up for Brandon's offense. Kid, sit down. Right there, that nasty Snapdragon. 3 count took a second. Spin out DDT. First time Midori would distract the ref. Then right here, Mello would hit Eye of the Storm. Back press hook the leg. Midori would get involved one more time. That one, though, would get him ejected. And then a few extra minutes of beatdown by Mello. And Storm Team 3 picks up some momentum going into Curse of the Fire Penguin. Just 2 weeks away. Fun fact, following Curse of the Fire Penguin the following weekend. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Well, apparently we're going to try to go the following day. We're doing the Leon White Battle Royal. Just saying. Trying to go following day. It might be the following week. I'll play along, Steve. Why are Storm Team on your shit list? His first set for non-title action is our current Headhunter champion, DJ 404, which is weird to say. Taking on our resident beatdown stick, Infierno. This poor guy, man. Dude just cannot catch a break. Was the first victim of Jimmy Havoc. He's been a lot of people's first victims. I feel bad for the kid. All he wants is a shot, and all he's getting are shots of. I was unaware of that fact. So Steve with the, I don't know, Steve alerts? Since you can't have the facts worth because you're not facts worth, stack worth. Wow. You're not the other announcer guy.
apparently CWA and SPW wanted Storm Team, but they apparently felt like they didn't need to do two companies. I mean, I kind of respect that. They are kind of focused on just trying to capture our tag team division right now, so that may be what it is. 404 apparently deciding to play the Mayhem game, getting the Headhunter belt completely worked over. Decided it needed a shade of blue or 4. Can I say I hate the fact that he's a champion right now? It was really difficult to shut him up before. Now it's borderline impossible. It's rough. That being said, he did outlast 6, 7 other men wanting to claim that gold when it was vacant. So I guess we gotta respect that. Wow, Steve no chill right now in the feed. Unfortunately, we're still a PG-13 show, so I only get so many F-bombs per show. As good as that is, I'm not wasting it there. Although I do approve of that message. No, Twitter feed fine, fire away. I just can't say it yet. Unless I want that to be my 1, and I'm not ready for that to be my 1. It'll slip out, I'm sure. They always do. And that's what she said. Infierno trying to find his first win. Gotta say, the DJ has been on an impressive streak lately. Knows he does have to be on close watch for Kersey Ramon. Assuming he's floating about, which, I don't know, he might be. He wasn't at Scars and Stripes, so we know he's about. He's probably. I don't know, he might be on Memorial Day for those that actually do that. This match not under Headhunter rules. Before was that low kick early, gets turned into a shot. Infierno opens up with a shin breaker. Going to take the kick game away. Gets caught, turned into a dragon screw. I can talk garbage as much as I want on the DJ. That being said, the man is one of the most lethal strikers currently on a regular active basis across the tribe. And I hate it. I hate it so much. And we're trying to work on the rib cage. Quick round kick. Off a quick forearm. And dropped with that half and half suplex. Some call it sweet and sour, some will say hashtag 12 large. Infierno runs back in just to get caught with the kick in the midsection. Catches the soul kick though. Nasty lariat takes the champion out. Back in. Irish whip sends Infierno back into the corner. caught with the shining knee strike. Overhead right hand shot. Planting the fist fly, which is very un-4-0 forward. There's a kick. That's what we're used to. And then Infierno sent up and over the top. Saying you can get some of this lariat action too. Introduced the hard way into the apron. If he's a subscriber of Hardest Part of the Ring magazine, will say that's the hardest part of the ring. All like 5 of you that subscribe to that. Now set in the barricades. And introduced face first. That half mask only going to do so much with that. Kick caught one more time. Infierno letting some fists fly. Referee up to 8. And apparently no one wants to have an actual match tonight. These countouts are ridiculous. Brass says he wants to keep the train rolling, though. This one, the match we were supposed to get last week. However, due to the actions of Fast Eddie Matua, we did not. Space Homie in this madness he's had since becoming the champion. After saying he wants to take on 5 competitors in his first defense, has agreed that he knows that him and Mighty can put on an absolute burner of a match if given the proper time. So he demanded he gets that match. And Mighty's not one to turn away from a fight, so of course he accepted. Knowing that a win over the champion could get him back into title talks. Current Blitz Division champion. Arguably the greatest Blitz Division champion we've had. Who comes out on top, hopefully with not the countout guy. And Chip Stackworth officially in the feed. Say Mighty's going to absolute murder. I mean, it could happen. Not saying it will, not saying it won't, but it absolutely could happen. And dude, Space Homie's been showing up since last season. He's just kind of one of those guys that we forget how good he really is. Until he kind of puts on these just bonkers matches and does the weird things that he does. The resident and only Canadian alien. Across the trial. I mean, I know technically all Canadians are aliens in America, but I'm convinced he's actually an alien that's also from Canada, like an actual like UFO-based alien from Canada. These two have a rivalry going back to last season. Mighty actually got into his first real title match because of a fall he took over Space Homie in a triple threat match. And I gotta believe Space Homie has not been willing to forgive or forget that. Mighty always looks ready for a fight. Space Homie looks ready for a fight. And Steve going for Space Homie. And somewhere a bank match started. Holy shit. Tornado DDT right out of the gate running style. Right hand duck from Homie. Quick chop, kick to the midsection. Runs through at the Gamagiri. Space Homie saying, if you were impressed by a bottom rope 450, how about a standing 450? Faux that ass. Leg hook, not even a 1 count. Mighty springs right back up. Gets caught with the corkscrew drop kick. King Hippo punch, fights his way up. Apparently now just exchanging words. Oh, what camera, guys? Oh, there's actually things going on. We just lost it? Okay. So we're going to take a second. And redo this operation. We're still going to say the bake match started. Because there was running DDT. Space Homie trying to get that offense right back on. Gets caught with that kick down low. Backs out of the way of that jumping clothesline. Split-legged jawbreaker. Looks like he actually kind of hurt himself on that one. Mighty comes up, spins him around into a fall-away suplex, which was a weird combination of just a nasty toss. Mighty gets caught with that drop, gets turned around right in the pair of boots. Space Homie going to work on the lariat arm. Tries to step on the fingers and wrist. Leg press. There's the 1 count he wanted earlier. Followed by a 2 count and a 3 count. Quick Misaki kick. Ladies apparently watched season 2 of Cobra Kai. Going to work with that leg sweep. Should be said, I haven't seen either season of Cobra Kai yet in tubes. We don't need to do that. But he catches the kick, elbow to the knee joint. With Space Homie letting some fists fly, very uncharacteristic. Knows what he's got to do against Mighty. Hits that Gamagiri kick. Cartwheel, moonsault. Hits that other Misaki kick. Runs through, perfect neck snap. Pulls Mighty back to dead center. Stump polar leg rip thing. Has him hooked dead center one more time. 1.5 count. Mighty sent back into that far corner. Space Homie hits that Gamagiri. Showy, flippy stuff. Looked like he actually landed awkwardly on his ribs on that one, did Space Homie. Kicked right to the top of the forehead. Mighty reverses the Irish whip, does not want to be caught again. As Space Homie hooked, spins out a tornado reverse DDT. That was new. Turns around into that gourd buster. Almost shades of the bangerang that Space Homie uses. And now Mighty saying what's good for me is good for you. Going to work on the hands and fingers of Space Homie. A little bit of retribution. Mighty's got him hooked. An overhead Southern Light suplex. Fist fly, spins Space Homie around, turns him right back around, into the wheel trick. Kick right in the spine. Now Space Homie introduced the hard way to the mat. Mighty finally getting the offense back going here. Slowing things down with that neck crank. Space Homie introduced and bounced off the mat one more time. He has a hold of that wrist, now kicks to the midsection, followed up by that low haymaker. And walks up, marches out the elbow drop. Decides he needs another one. Stomping on the knees. Almighty in the corner. Could be looking for it. Up and over the Jackrabbit DDT. Shh. Discus haymakers coming. Into the not-so-fat boy senton. Mighty not done yet. A Space Homie up. German maintains wrist control, spins him out. Blizzard at 93. Back press, leg is hooked. And Champion's out at 2. Not even like 2 point anything, just 2. Space Homie bounced again by Mighty. Mighty going back to work with those kicks. Into the haymaker. Throwing some southpaw action out. It's that fat boy senton. Yeah, not a lot of people have kicked out of that Blizzard. I don't know if he got the full stank on it. Mighty just shouting out his mentor Bake. Succession of sentons trying to crush the ribs. Leg is hooked, dead center. And that'll do ya. Mighty has just pinned our Blitz Division champion. And that's gonna make things interesting. Because we've already got a 6-man thing booked. So, but I don't know what the hell we're going to do about this. Might even hit that Jackrabbit, would hit the Blizzard at 93. And then would just keep the motor running and just drop senton after senton after senton. That was about the 5th or 6th one. I mean, things were already rough, but I gotta believe that Mighty has shot himself right back towards the top of the list. I don't know if he's going to be added to that match. I don't know if he's just going to wait his turn. But I got to believe he might be calling his shot. Co-main event, we got women's action tonight. Harkening back to their days in Hajime Puro. Josie Queen and Akane Yamamoto, cousin of the one and only Fumi Yamamoto Richards, who's been doing big things over in CWA. In her one match she's had for CWA. Slightly less big things in her Supernova Pro debut of the season. Still big things. Akane wanted to be there for support, however, she's booked here tonight, so she couldn't. Nothing but love with the cousins still. These two, however, no love lost. Oh, without a doubt. Apparently went to the hairstylist, added some green into her new repertoire of colors that she wears. and the queen of Hajime Puro tournaments. Their current women's champion. And current disrespecter of the pyro budget. God damn it. I thought we said just use sparklers. Hey, it's Memorial Day. We blow shit up here in Pittsburgh just because it's Thursday, even though it's a Monday. She can have it tonight. But I swear to God, kids with sparklers and those little snap crackers from now on for everybody that's not a champion. I'm just the announcer. I don't get to make calls like that. I try to make calls like that, but no one listens to me. Even though everyone out there right now is listening, because you have no other choice. And as Steve alluded to, Akane Club is here. Looking to match the big things done by her cousin. That's how much this one is. So not quite as expensive as Valentina's. Which is fair. Because Valentina's kind of ignores all other budgets. There we go. Jersey Queen Akane Yamamoto. Co-main event, shoulder breaker by Akane. Exchanging shots right now. Going right back to work on that arm. Rolls through after the arm. And knees to the wrist and elbow joint. Keeping her focus on that left arm. Pumped up, and then throughout the roadhouse, you knew it was coming. Duck, run, block. All the other things that you get in Parappa the Rappa. Okay, she at least caught the kick. That is not the reverse in Parappa the Rappa. Connie let the slaps fly, gets that overhand spinning back fist duck there. Queen starting to bruise already. Those fists of Akane are lethal. Snap vertical. Floats right into the pinfall. Runs through one of that hip splash. Got nothing but tailbone to mat. Drop kick low. Hits the guts. And that can't feel good after missing a splash. Queen brings her back to her feet. Sends her starter first into the corner, wanting to work on that midsection now. Draw kick to the guts. That was more like that. Now sends her far side neutral corner, runs through, knees to chesty. Queen now focusing all of her efforts on the midsection. Hangs Akane up top rope. And gets dumped over the apron. Oh, catches herself on the apron. Fights back in. No, catches an enziguri. I still can't do the high pitch hot sauce, so Tabasco. And more Tabasco. There's a spinning back fist Akane one. It absolutely starts his queen. But that one missed them. And then into that short spear, and now dropping the lefts and rights. And rights and lefts and lefts and rights. Referee's count of 5, snap vertical. Swear to God, if we have another match ending count out on this show. Queen kicks out, no, Akane kicks out the leg, spins her around. Referee's count at 8. God damn it, we're going to have another count out. No, the brass are saying we're restarting this one. We can't have 3 in one night. No, we're restarting this one? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Our show is not going out like that. Even though we still got one more match, we don't care. Right back on the offensive with that low kick. Going right back to work on the arm. Picking up right where she left off before the restart. Hot sauce kick, guts. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. Queen runs through with the lariat. And runs into an overhand shot. Spinning back fist right to the back of the head. Kick to the back. Turn in the final cut. Apparently Akane got all her wind back. Maybe knocked right back out of a Russian leg sweep into the bottom rope. I'm going to kick right to the solar plexus. Queen trying to work the feeling back in that arm. Queen and Akane missing shots there. Queen snaps off that hair drag. Knee to the back. Into the straightjacket choke. Queen trying to keep this thing slowed down, does not want to let Akane get that combination offense going. Akane is one of those wrestlers like an Andres Calderon that whenever she strings one move together, she ends up stringing about 5. Back on the outside, and I swear to God if we have another count out. I'm not going to do anything, because I can't. I'm just an announcer. Queen introduces Akane to the apron. Forearm shot, exchange. Akane overhead sidewinder suplex. Queen sent back in. Yay, it's not ending in count out, at least not here. Nasty roadhouse. Caught Queen right in the top of the head. Runs through single leg drop kick. As the arm outstretched, it drops all the way down. Letting her rival get back to her feet just to send her right into the corner. Runs through, hits the hip attack she wanted earlier. Then spins around saying, yes, this is what you just got hit with. In case you missed it. Queen, though, doesn't want to celebrate the booty. Tries to go for the shoulder breaker. Pops up into the Meteora. Holds on for the cover. Connie out at 2 and kicks right up out of it. Hits that single leg drop kick one more time. Now working with the neck crank. Apparently watched Mighty's match. And right back to work on that left arm. Queen kicks out at 1.9. We got boneless chicken wings. Now working on the left arm. Because why in the hell no? Oh, there's the left camera. Drop toe hold, steps over. Stackworth with the Faxworth. Got a wrenching at the face net, STF. Gets caught with the back elbow. Queen flips up. Flips out, man. Catches the belly to back suplex. In case you missed the show that went on last night for some new company, there was a lot of double knees in the opening match on that card. Whole lot of double knees. Comes up with all those lariats. Spins out, rain trigger. Back press, leg hooked. And Queen victorious here. Pops up into the Linkin Park album. Akane spent so much time working on the arms. Had to believe I was going to lead into one of her stupid amount of submissions she does. But then right there, the rain trigger caught clean under the chin. K-A-L-E-E-N, clean under the chin. And the queen of Hajime Puro currently takes out one of the former queens of the company. You can put that in the lexicon. Clean. We're set for main event action. Apparently not wanting to be outdone by the Iceman, who showed up down at Scars and Stripes. Ray Demonio stepping out of the gate tonight, taking on Jamal Atlas. Will the arrogance of the Ohio Adonis will he find himself in one of those rare positions of beating Ray Demonio this season? Since, I mean, he's lost, what, 3 matches? 2 matches? 3 matches. He lost 3 matches this season. So he's proving human unless it's in a title defense. But everyone that has pinned him has had a title match. So we'll see. See, I don't think his government has the extra L. Yeah, Chip, go home, you're drunk. And Atlas in the ring, and Iceman apparently not wanting to be outdone. Apparently still has something left in the tank after that hell of a main event he put on down his Scars and Stripes after assaulting the champion. Go home, Stackworth, and take Iceman with you. Demonio here still going to go on. Runs through single leg drop kick to open the matchup. Demonio going to fight that uphill battle now. Gotta believe Alice is going to take advantage completely of that. Shoulder tackle down low. Showing off the power. Popped up into the almost inverted power bomb. I guess that's what you would call that. Now flexes up, drops the elbow. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to fight off a pissed off Demonio. Runs through the Misaki kick. Now those cross-face shots. Step down low. Apparently has watched every match that's gone on for the last 20 minutes. Stepping on the hands and wrist. I guess he feels like it's hard to do a handspring wrist lock DDT if you can't grab onto things. Demonio pops right back up. Runs through the G1. At this point, he probably could run through the G1. Took a minute to violate Wizard will get caught with the snapmare. Now into the 1987 body lock because we don't see enough of those. Atlas focusing on that midsection that got introduced to those steps. Demonio focusing on the forehead with the elbows. Kick down low. Right hand shot, reverse, turn into a right hand from Atlas. Runs through with the shoulder tackle. Into the brain chop. God damn the brain chop. Nasty right hand drops the champ down to the knee. Runs through with the second haymaker. Demonio reeling here. Alice brings him back up. Discus. Haymaker, which is not a rainmaker. Forearm to the face. No legs hooked. Demonio out at 2. Spins around one more time in case you missed it a second ago. Another discus right hand. Demonio even slower on that kick out. Gets the shoulder up at 2.8. Now runs through the soccer style kick to the back. Doubles up. Atlas here kicking into a new gear of aggression. Trying to kick through the entire spinal column. Demonio's had enough of that ish. Fights back with the European uppercut. Single leg dropkick dodged by Atlas. Demonio runs through avalanche lariat. Atlas catches the face wash, catches another one and another one. Demonio off the ropes, runs through. Boot wash trying to erase the mug. Atlas set far corner. Demonio has the wrist. Springs up, boing. Demonio DDT into the dead center. Demonio's low kick. Arms butterfly. Kingdom come. Atlas turned over, back press, leg hooked. And Jamal Atlas just clean kicked out of the Kingdom Come. Holy fuck. That one gets my F-bomb for the night. Demonio off the ropes. Knee strike into the Wizard special neck breaker. Runs through. Detroit smash curb stomp. Atlas wisely rolling the full way out of the ring. Wants none of that smoke Demonio's throwing right now. Or not. Gutbuster on the outside. Ducks under, butterfly. Into the power bomb. Release Tiger Bomb on the outside. That was gross and new. Spinning back, but stopped by Demonio. Now letting the butterfly soul kick down low. Right hand soul kick. Kick down low. Shot to the back. Refs count at 7. Face buster. Alice shot to the guts. Demonio introduced to the turnbuckle post the hard way. Refs count at 9. Atlas just beat the count. That count was fast as hell right there. Demonio's still out. Elbow to the small of the back. Demonio up, playing it with the big man Uranage. Demonio out again at 2. That one was at least a normal speed count. Alice going right back to work with those crossface shots. Has Demonio up. Turn to the Olympus. Back press. Feet away from the ropes. And Alice just pinned Ray Demonio after kicking out of the Kingdom Come. First of many discus haymakers. Gotta say, gotta help credit the Iceman for softening up Daemonio going into this. Daemonio DDT, Kingdom Come was not enough. That's 2 straight Daemonio matches where the Kingdom Come has gotten kicked out of. Has the Blitz world finally figured out how to get past Rey Daemonio? I mean, that's what he's done all season. That high angle Uranage. Would then lead into the Olympus, which would then lead to the 3 count for Jamal Atlas. Jerome A is another guy. And you gotta believe, similar to Mighty, he may have just punched himself to the next man who gets a shot. Interesting world we live in after tonight here in Blitz. But that is going to do it for us here. If you missed Supernova Pro Scars and Stripes, if you missed CWA yesterday, if you missed Voltage the day before, subscribe to Supernova Pro. Go watch all 3 shows. Pay attention to their feed. They'll be back this week. We will be back Wednesday night with Remedy as we continue to build towards our next supercard, Curse of the Fire Penguin. But until we get to that, I'm going to take my not-so-old-ass, dead-ass and go try to get healthy so I stop coughing into the microphone for you folks. And go celebrate the last hour and a half of my birthday by doing absolutely nothing. So until we next meet again, I have been your voice of choice. Stackworth says it best, #Digital Triad, and we will see you next time.